Just got everything packed up. Next clip you'll see, we'll be out on the river. So let's get to it.
I love your boat, Mark.
Thank you.
So this is called a drift boat, right?
This is a drift boat. Specifically designed for drift boats. Well, when I bought this, trailer, boat, oars, it was right around 52.
That's not bad.
That's really not bad.
No, it's not bad. And today
You are headed toward the log, by the way.
yeah,
Right side.
today I checked it out. And it was right around 75.
Oh, perfect.
It's not filthy bad. It's still a lot.
Whew, that's bright.
Good. Really good about his content.
Jackson's about to break 10,000 followers on TikTok with his channel. Eventually, it'll make money.
Starting to, yeah.
That is super cool.
Okay, let's see how far I've got.
In the evening, it's way better. It just gets like popcorn or fly fishing this way.
I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, but you have one of those like narrator voices. That would be like really cool over like a, yeah, it's like a very calm voice.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel like I've had to learn how to do that with 4 daughters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can understand that.
So it's the
Mark Christie loves to fish too. So we just go with the drift boat. But I was glad that you had one. I wanted to see if there's something I would even like doing.
well, there is. I think you would like doing it. And the waters
seems
that
very
we,
nice.
the waters that we live next to are so superb.
Very conducive to it. That's nice.
Yep. Once you get the hang of the rivers and the boat, man, there's no place that you really can't get. There's places that are like scary as heck.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Oh, yeah. So, what species are kind of in this area?
So lower McKenzie, which we're on right now, it is rainbow trout and cutthroat trout with steelhead. I mean, there's a pitiful salmon there. And on the upper, it's the same, but add a Dolly Varden trout, which is the species of trout. It's rare, they're endangered, but it looks like a rainbow trout that's super muscular. They're cool.
I don't know if we need to do or not do anything with it.
Nope, you're good. The water is really low, so there's just this one channel.
Oh, there's a beautiful little heron right there.
So once you get past this channel right, or this blue water, Jackson, if you pass out to your left, you'll see the water down, get rid of that.
Is it hard to paddle this thing back up against the work?
Oh, fish on.
Nice.
Little baby.
Alright.
Oh, what are you?
Never lets me down, whether they're little or big.
Get my hands. Oh, anyone got pliers? I don't want to get hooked. He's a squirmy little fella. Come on, buddy. He's got orange around his mouth.
Looks like his throat is cut?
Yep.
Yes.
Little rainbow, or he's got rainbow coloration.
It should work.
Oh, should.
Did you have one on, Travis?
Oh, nice. There you go, buddy.
All right, I'm going to turn this around and we're going to anchor here for a little bit.
Whew. Oh, first fish. It was a little buddy, but... Oh, you're fine. Yeah, take your time.
Oh, that drain over there, I bet there's something there sometimes.
Yeah, inlets and outlets are beautiful for fish.
Called Odell Lake. And let's see, it was 33 pounds. I'll show you a picture when we park.
Okay, awesome.
33 pounds and 32 inches.
Oh, fish on. Little baby. About yanked him into the boat with me. Little speckled spotted brookie, maybe?
No,
I can't see.
There's no brook trout in here. It might, it's either a baby cutthroat or it could be a smolt.
Orange in the throat, so. Ooh, come on, buddy. Yeah, I need pliers. He ain't going too well.
I have my bigger pliers in here.
got my little ones if you need them too.
Oh, we're good. I got them out.
Got it. Is that
Yeah.
working okay for you?
Oh, these are perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually am thinking on, after using those, I'm thinking on getting myself a pair of small pliers.
I love those. They are.
You have to get to one of the bigger rivers there in the Carolinas.
You can go down the Broad River in Georgia. And there's browns, there's rainbows. Oh, he's decent.
Where do you go? You need,
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need pliers.
okay. And if you need a net, once you hook up to the big one, I have a feeling that you will. It's just right there by my left door.
Perfect. Oh, these guys are,
It's a bigger one.
yeah, he's decent size.
There's that one.
Come on, buddy.
Did you guys wait here?
No.
All right, Jackson, look here.
Oh, beautiful little guy. Yeah.
And you're right, he like hit it right there when I didn't think he was going to.
But they, like a couple days later, after nope, he didn't take it. Yeah, I think he just batted at it and didn't actually eat it. But so there was talk of doing away with the lifetime fishing, lifetime hunting, and
Because they were losing out on the revenue?
tons of money. Yeah, so they're talking about going to lifetime sportsman, which includes hunting, fishing, and saltwater. Georgia already did that.
Yeah, I have the Georgia one.
Yeah, that's $750 in the Georgia one, which is still not a bad deal.
That's wow. So you could probably, well, if it's the equivalent, I'll use that term equivalent here, for everything, including the salt, you're looking at about $350. Yeah, and that includes, that, you know, if you buy a deer tag or a salmon steelhead, it includes all of that.
About 7
Yeah. Yeah, or you can take the full meal.
Oh, he's nice. Oh, he's a nice one. Oh, he popped.
That was a nice fish.
Yeah, he was actually fighting.
Yep, that was a good fish.
Yep.
So excellent. I love it. I mean, besides Jack, did you live? No. You just gave it a shot. Oh, got it.
And then that place in Colorado, Boulder.
Oh, there he is.
You got it?
Yep. He's a decent size.
Is he better?
Oh, he's not as big as the other one, but he is better than the other ones we've had. Come on, stay under, don't pop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he popped. Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping he wouldn't jump.
Jackson, I'm going to go ahead and move us. You can stay standing. Just
All right.
wanted to let you know that we're going to move.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Minor surgery.
Right there below the knee. Right there.
Right on the bone.
Yeah, it
Oh, that's a decent.
that's a decent fish, man. Need a nut job?
Still very big. He had a good jump.
You did. You looked
Oh, he's biggest of the day, I think.
Oh, he was off.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah, let's get a figure out.
and Linus is in the river, and so I flew in to Linus, and then he was probably 19 I'm in the boat literally straight up and down, and I'm going in a circle, and then finally it cuts loose.
God.
I sold it for what I paid for it. It was great.
That's
The
incredible.
pond is just
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
the oil.
Yeah, my first vehicle was a Toyota Tundra single cab. And I put about 130K on it, probably, to where it got up to almost 300,000 miles. And we I forget exactly what the mechanic called it, but we had to do something with the transmission because it wasn't shifting out. So at one point the max speed was 25 miles an hour and it was stuck in 4 low.
That's as fast as you could go.
Yeah, at one point before we got the transmission fixed up because it was stuck in 4 low. But $2 grand later and she was back and purring.
That's incredible. The only good thing about that truck was I did spend money on a stereo.
Oh yeah, I redid mine.
Had to have a good tune.
Yeah, I redid mine to a touchscreen with Apple Maps and everything, from an analog stereo, and honestly that was a really worthwhile upgrade.
I never had that when I was there.
Like that 8-track or cassette.
Yeah.
Cassette was like the king, and I think I had a Clarion 100-watt deck, and then I put a 250-watt power booster on it and 6 speakers. And I could turn it up and it would move the volume. It seemed like not really bad.
I've got some on there.
That was the most expensive one.
I think it might be grass because it ain't fighting.
Okay, we're gonna bounce down a little bit. I was wondering where there is a grass patch that's kind of right in here.
Yeah, I was catching grass.
Okay. Yep. That's
No, I'm clean. I was just apparently in a fast little drift. No, yeah. So back in 21. I was coming back from the freaking awful date. We went to a drive-in movie. The movie was good, just the date sucked. There's a drive-in theater about 45 minutes from my college, and they have a classic night, and then they have currently airing nights. And we were at one of the currently airing nights. I think it was like Venom 2 or something, one of the Spider-Man movies.
Oh.
But anyway, I was driving home. Date went terrible. I don't even remember this chick's name. Pitch black country road, and I round the top of a hill, and then just like a deer in headlights. It was probably a 500-pound heifer standing right in the middle of this pitch black road. So if I hit that cow, I'm dead. So I take my chances and I swerve off into a pasture, and luckily I hit nothing, not even a ditch. It just goes straight off. It literally just, flat off, and then it starts getting really friggin' bumpy. And I'll just go ahead and tell you, spoiler alert, my truck was knocked way out of alignment after that. But I go up to the nearest house, and I mean, it's like 2 in the morning. And I knock on it, and this Farmer John looking dude, he's got his tidy whities on, and you know that stance where someone's like obviously got a gun behind them. He's got that, and I've got a flashlight, and he says, "Can I help you, officer?" Because like I've got a flashlight or something. I'm a big dude, so he thinks I'm a cop. And I said, "Sir, do you own any cows?" And he said, "Yeah, why?" And I said, "Well, they're out in the street." And he said, "Oh," and he didn't even plan, he didn't put anything on except for some Crocs, and all he ran out in his underwear, and he got on a 4-wheeler, and I sat on his porch because I'm stuck. 4-wheel drive, it's I'm burning mud or whatever you want to call it. And he comes back and he's finally saying, "Well, what do you need, Sonny?" I said, "Well, I'm stuck because of your cow. So can you, hook up with a tractor or something, pull me back on the road?" And so he helped me out just fine. But then I come back, and my campus is issuing an active shooter, apparently, because like this same night, by the way, same night. And so I drive and park, and I'm getting just barked at by all these cops. Like, "Get back here!" And like I can't even tell what they're doing. I'm like, oh my god! I'm head into my apartment, and apparently some kid from UNC Chapel Hill pistol whipped someone at a party or something, and so they called active shooter for that. Just of all things.
Yeah,
But same night. Yeah, I mean, if you keep ticking bottom, it's gonna wear down those hooks. Yeah. No, yeah, so I used to work at Planet Fitness for a little while, just, you know, high school, home for the summer job. And this kid comes up to me. I can visibly see this dude. But this kid, he comes up to me, and I can visibly see this kid like shaking and vibrating. And, you know, he's like stumbling over his words. Like, I swear to God, this kid's either having a stroke or a heart attack. One of those choices is probably going to be correct soon. Kid's about 17, maybe 18. I'm not sure, but like, he's definitely in his teens. He says, "Sir," you know, and he's still fumbling over his words. You know, "What's the highest your heart rate can be?" I said, "Oh my God, what's your heart rate?" And he says, 198, like barely able to stand up. And I said, "Okay, what's going on?" And he said, "You know, I took a triple scoop of pre-workout." Dude had almost 1,000 milligrams of caffeine in his system in 30 minutes. So, you know, I told him, you know, first off, I'm gonna call an ambulance, take you to a hospital, and you're gonna go gag yourself and make yourself puke, because you're poisoning yourself right now, whatever you took in. And just kids are freaking stupid, man.
I hooked him something, the guys called it a pike minnow. Pretty good size one. Brought that in. No fish too.
And every once in a while, you'll hook into a massive sucker fish.
That's what I initially thought it was.
Yeah.
They are freaking enormous. They fight for like maybe 1.2 seconds, and then it's just like,
They got a limp on you.
uh-huh.
That's one of my gripes with bass fishing. They just don't put up much of a fight a lot of the time.
Not a whole lot.
I probably have experience with crappie fishing.
Love the crappie.
Love the crappie. One of my favorite.
Oh, they're wonderful.
So tasty. Really, really good. My grandpa
Yeah,
would
good.
take...
That's a fish I like to fry.
Exactly.
It's not really broil.
They're just amazingly tasty.
In our pond, we don't have a lot of diversity, and it's a small pond. And so what will end up happening is that these different panfish, they're crossbreeding, creating these weird little hybrids of crappie and sun perch.
And have you eaten them?
No. We several of them, they have we don't know what it is. It's a red butthole,
Oh, dang it.
like a really, really inflamed intestinal worm.
Oh, well, that really doesn't sound all that inviting. Yeah, not good.
To eat, definitely no.
But to catch?
Oh, very fun. Those are two really good sandwiches. So one of my favorite little things from the movies is that Frodo just doesn't know Legolas's name. It's a funny little theory. I don't think it's actual, like, backed up by fact. But in the Return of the King, you know, that scene where Frodo finally wakes up after going to Mount Doom, and you know, it's like that slow motion. He's like, "Sam, Aragorn," and like when Legolas walks in, he just doesn't say anything at all. So I like to think that he just has no idea what Legolas's name is. But those actors were just insanely battered by the end of filming. You know, Aragorn, you know, his actor, we all know about the broken toe with the helmet kick. Gimli's actor, who, believe it or not, is actually the tallest of all the actors.
Right.
He's 6'1".
Who's that dude in the Indiana Jones movie, right?
I'm not sure.
Yes, he is actually a tall dude.
He broke several of his ribs in a stunt fall. Legolas, I think he had turf toe at one point, so he hyperextended his big toe. And they're just like, or no. Legolas, I think it was that he popped out his shoulder or something, like, because like they're having to do like certain film techniques because he's got his shoulder in a sling, so they can only film him from one side during some of like the running sequences.
Well, and didn't the dude who played Gollum, his voice that he did in order to kind of preserve his vocal cords, apparently made up this.
His cat. His cat was doing a fur ball, yeah.
Yes, and then he made up this Gollum juice to kind of help soothe his voice, like lemon and something else, and because he said he went hoarse so many times.
Parkinson's, my precious. Yeah, no, I can imagine. That sounds horrible. Fish on? Question mark. Oh, yep, he's running. No, popped. Yeah. Yeah, saw my line going back and forth.
He was definitely on.
Yeah. I just don't think I had him all that. Whoop. Knew that was going to happen eventually. Yeah, he feel like he's got a couple of buddies stacked up with him, so.
It looked like it was a decent fish.
Not quite that first decent one. He had me like bent all kinds of ways. Some water.
And just really cover a ton of water.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with bass fishing, is that you just want to cover as much water as you can sometimes. Find where the fish are and then just keep hitting it. Really wish I was a little bit better at skipping something up under.
Laser focus on that, but it's incredible. It's like literally all of a sudden they just start coming up, and there's hundreds everywhere. And when you've got the right bug, it is glorious.
Oh, there.
Yeah,
Little guy.
there it is.
About yanked him into the boat.
Man, I was got flashbacks of bass fishing.
Yeah. Yeah, my bass instincts kicked in.
Well, it's hard to shed those, that's for sure.
Yeah, one of my favorite lures for bass fishing. It's called a chatterbait.
Oh yeah.
Vibrating jig. Kind of the new kid on the block. It's as new as 2003 those things came out. And dude, it is so much fun. Sometimes those bites are really subtle, and sometimes it's just yanks the rod out of your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, is this where they come together?
Yep, where you go up Marcola.
Fish on.
Did you get? You got?
Yep.
Something nice?
It was pretty big, actually. Hey, come to me, come on, come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's one of those little minnow things, I think.
Yep. Come on, buddy. There he is.
Is it a sucker fish?
Well, you tell us. I think it looks like one of those pike minnows.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. That's a whitefish.
That's a whitefish?
Yep, that's a whitefish.
Now, it's time to put the Crocs into four-wheel drive. So I'm not losing them. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, it gets a little bit deep right here. All right, let's let her flutter a little bit. Be a wonderful area to learn to fly fish, I'll be honest with you, if you're not already in the know of what to do. You know, I mean, you got plenty of room behind you to back cast, and it's just a nice little time. But we are not here to fly fish, we are just here to catch fish. Cover me with sunshine, shower me with good times. If the world starts spinning up again, everything will be alright. Cover me with sunshine. Loved and taken care of. Not that they're already loved and taken care of, but you know.
That'd be nice to have, huh?
Oh, wait until you see.
Suppose they got a nice little boat launch here too.
Yep, there is a house down here that is like the dream.
Oh, fish on. He's decent. Don't jump. Can I get a net job?
I'm on you. There he is.
He's a decent size.
He's decent.
Let me give a little bit of bail. There we go.
Yeah. He smacked that, didn't he?
One of the bigger ones of the day. So,
Very nice.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll get a little sizier in here. Like I said, when they're on, they're really on. And I've caught some,
Oh, he just came out in the net.
yeah, they're so nice, and they just don't get snagged, and
Come on, buddy. There we go. Ah,
they don't pull
yeah.
the fish stink like the traditional nets do, which, I mean, I don't care about them. And it's just super deep. I go nose diving in that thing.
Speaking of super deep, he hit super deep.
Did he hit deep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dropping, so I upsized my hook, Trev. Yeah, I upsized because this is a much deeper part and I'm letting it sink. So I'm hitting it at like a 3 count before I start reeling. Yeah. But that one that I just caught just now, that would be like a nice Georgia trout.
Would it?
Yeah. Which is insane to think about. And that's probably considered small here.
It's a little on the smaller side.
Oh, I've got a snail.
You what?
I've got a snail. Yeah.
It's so funny. How in the heck do you hook a snake?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
There. Little snail shell. Put him back. Yeah, my current trout rod back home, it's a St. Croix Triumph. 5'6" and a Fluger President, I believe.
Okay.
So I've got about a $190, $200 trout combo back home, and I just love it. It'd probably get snapped in half by some of the trout up here, but
Well, St. Croix makes a super strong rod.
oh, this thing's like smaller than my pinky finger.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like,
Is it a small frame rod?
yeah, it's like 2-3 pounds
Okay.
max. Yeah, like I do panfish on it. I do the bass in my front pond are tiny, like tiny. A pound is a big bass for that pond.
Is that about the size that they'll get?
Yeah, our pond, they struggle in that pond with competition and whatnot, and so they just don't get very big in the front pond. So catching bass on that really flimsy ultralight rod Like it's like a wet noodle kind of ultralight.
Yeah. So do you have a critter farm or?
So we have a whole variety. So we have industrial chicken farms through Cobb Vantris. Yeah, egg layers. So if you buy Campbell's chicken noodle soup, more than likely Cobb chickens are in that.
Okay.
But these are egg layers, so once you know, once they've done, they chemically kill them and then take them somewhere to be processed into like canned chicken.
Right.
And that's like the primary money maker. And then we have Nigerian dwarf goats that are more pets and breeding stock. Yeah, they're about 22 to 26 inches tall at the biggest. Yeah, they're incredibly small animals.
Now, can you get milk from those goats?
Absolutely. So they're actually the primary dairy goat that a lot of these companies use for like making soap or like goat soap or goat milk, things like that.
Right.
Or you'll get pygmy goats, which are another one. Toggen something. I forget what they're called, like Toggendorfs or something. Boers are more meat goats.
Yeah, the bar goats are big black ones. Those are good eating.
They're really, really good eating. Yeah, we don't eat any of our goats. They're purely just pets.
You guys made a pact. We won't eat you if you don't eat us.
I'd love to see them try and eat us. Now they will blow our knees out occasionally.
Yeah.
Our buck, oh God, nothing goes on behind those eyes, but occasionally he'll forget that we're the hand that feeds him, and he'll for some reason just decide to ram us. It's the weirdest thing. We still don't understand it.
That's what I do. I'm a ram. I ram thing.
He
That'd be a great name for a ram goat, wouldn't it? Ram shit.
about nothing goes on behind those eyes, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, he smells like piss.
Breeding, that's about all he likes.
Yeah, he smells about as much like piss as you can get, because goats, as part of their mating ritual, is that they pee on each other.
Sure.
And the ram will pee on himself to spread his pheromones. So we like to call that nature's cologne. Yeah, it smells terrible.
Awful.
Like worse than cat piss?
Oh my God.
Oh, really bad. Like the most ammonia-rich smell you're ever gonna smell, yeah. I think the only thing that is actually worse is walking into a chicken house that hasn't have the fans on. Something that is really funny. So, smelling salts, ammonia salicate. Or I forget exactly what the other compound is. I think it's ammonia salicate. I could be wrong, but our weightlifting coach keeps those. And he was like, "Hey Jackson, want to smell some of these?" And I was like, "These just smell like a chicken house. That's all these smell like. Like just pure, unadulterated chicken house." And he was very weirded out by that. I was like, "What the heck are you on, Jackson?" You know, I didn't think it was possible to drift a boat, but you just proved me wrong.
That's still.
So, just got the boat loaded back up. Had a really fun time out there. Caught some couple really nice fish. You know, nothing too huge, but I'm never gonna complain if I'm catching fish. So, the Mackenzie has been an absolutely amazing time, and Oregon has been an even better time. You know, beautiful state with a ton of beautiful wildlife. Had some great experiences, and honestly, I'm sad to be leaving in a few days, but you know, kind of missing home a little bit. So you guys keep it safe. Have fun catching fish.